Don't worry, you got a camera right here. Oh yeah, let's do it. Join the solution. For the people, by the people. Join us every Sunday at Bayfront Park. We'll do Hugs Over Masks.
Pardon me?
Are you with us or against us? There's more people that have died. Did you know what the loss is?
But don't you think that like a lot of what's happening is just because people don't know what to do?
My name is Cullen McDonald. I'm one of the co-organizers and leaders of Hugs Over Masks.
And where are you from?
I'm from a small town in Niagara, Ontario.
So was there a like inciting incident that caused you to get involved?
So back in March and April, when they started talking about mandatory vaccines, or even alluding to it and saying there will be no new normal until there's a vaccine, that's when I got into this fight. And I've done a few things since then. But of course now, with the masking, mandatory masking, I could tell right away that this is just a talisman, a way to instill fear. So I always say masks are a distraction, because it's not based on facts, it's not based on science. What are they doing? What are they really doing here? And in my opinion, they're using the masks as a way to get compliance. So I joined with Hugs Over Masks because I felt that it was important to stop this now before we get to that mandatory vaccine conversation.
So what are some of the things that you guys are doing, some of the tactics you're employing to stop it, as you said?
I think one of the most important things is we always promote peace, love, and positivity. There's a lot of fear and division and hate going on in the world right now, and we simply will not be a part of that. So when we talk to people, especially people that don't agree with us, they always have choice words. Some of them are very angry, but they're coming from a place of fear, right? They've been misled by the media, and so instead of engaging in this sort of conversation, we come from a place of compassion, and we try to use truth and education to get our point across. We actually meet at Gore Park every week, just out front of Jackson Square, and we do street level activism where we hand out flyers, we hold our signs, and we talk again about the truth and education. If people don't like it, we don't engage, right? We say, God bless, take care, it's okay.
How have people sort of received your message so far?
It's the same, it's hit and miss. Some people love it. We do get a lot of support, a lot of thumbs up, a lot of honks from people, and of course we get the one finger salutes too. But we always engage, and we say, if you disagree with us, come talk to us.
What worries you the most about this whole coronavirus?
Again, that's a very good question. What comes to mind is two things. Of course, this is a spiritual war because there's a lot of dark energy going on. There's a lot, because it's certainly not about facts. It's not about science. It's not about statistics. But you have the spiritual side, but then you also have this war on information. And that is what I'm really truly afraid about, because there is no other side of the conversation, right? There's only what we hear from the political doctors and the politicians and the fake news, and there's no other side of the argument. So if we lose that ability to have that discourse, what's going to happen? And we can't allow that. This is Canada. We fought, our parents, grandparents, and parents before them fought and died to protect our freedom, and here we are just going to give it up. Not on my watch, not on our watch.
So what's your name?
My name is John Paul Sam. My friends call me JP.
I'm Mike.
My name is Robin Benedict.
My name is Brian.
And where are you from?
I'm from right here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
Oh, I'm from the city Hamilton, Ontario.
From Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
I'm born and raised Hamilton here.
Why did you join Hugs Over Masks?
Because I want to volunteer, I want to help get the word out.
Oh, I'm here because there's a group of people here who believe in basically the Canadian freedoms that we used to know. We used to have the right to do whatever, within reason. No harming other people, no breaking the laws. Now we're told we have to wear a mask everywhere we go, even though all evidence, for years, long before COVID ever came along, the evidence was that masks don't help for respiratory illnesses, respiratory viruses. But they just kind of unilaterally made this mandate that masks are required. And so I saw a T-shirt a few weeks ago that said "Hugs Over Masks."
I don't know if you guys can see my shirt. Hugs save lives, and freedom is essential. And it's important to me to be with these people today because everyone's fighting for the same thing. And everyone here is so smart and educated, and I learn so much every time I come here, and I get to be hugged. My mother hasn't hugged me in 6 months. I love my mother very much.
How have you been negatively affected by coronavirus and the reaction to it?
Well, I haven't been sick personally. I haven't had any coughs or anything ever since I've been part of this group. But the thing with this whole corona thing is I'm 100% disappointed that the government has not given any more information about it. All they've been telling the public is how many cases here, how many cases there, and they're not telling me what exactly qualifies as a coronavirus case.
Even if they showed their evidence that masks actually help spread the disease, which they haven't shown any evidence of that whatsoever, but even if they had, it's still me as a responsible adult to decide whether I want to take that risk or not. People get killed in car accidents every day. I don't say, oh, well then I better not drive. People get killed by lightning strikes, so I don't go outside because I might get struck by lightning. There is zero things in life that is risk-free. When you walk out your door, you have a risk of falling down the stairs and splitting your head open. You can get hit by a bus, or there's so many things in the world that you don't know what the risks are. You know that they're very slim. I know nobody that's died of corona, but I know 12 people that have died as a result of the lockdown. So I'm very passionate about this. I'm seeing people, not only are they dying, but they're dying alone. My dad's cousin was 89 years old, and she had to die alone because, we're not allowed to see family, this kind of stuff. And yeah, there's a virus, and yeah, the virus has been shown to be very deadly to people in elderly age groups and people who have severe diseases like diabetes or heart disease or whatever. Pneumonia is also a big one. But people outside of those groups are surviving it with a rate well over 99%. I mean, you see people on the news and they're wearing their mask as they're giving their interview, and then as soon as the camera shuts off, they take their mask off. Well, isn't the risk still there? So it appears to be only a visual thing. It's a visual indicator, it's a virtue signal.
Like, your experience with coronavirus has been...
Well, I'm a full-time musician, so I play 4 or 5 shows a week.
So you've been pretty negatively affected by all this?
Oh, I don't have a job anymore.
Oh, it's affected me a lot. My mental state wasn't the same. I was extrovert. I go out all the time, and now since COVID-19 came, and I've been like a shy person. I've been escaping my shell.
The government's saying, okay, let's social distance. Let's make it where everybody's got to be apart 6 feet. Let's make it where people can't even have human contact. And that's another thing that just makes me sad too. No human contact. Like, people need to hug each other. People need to love each other. If people don't hug each other or anything, how are we going to function as a society in the future if people can't get together?
Dr. Fauci himself in the United States, he himself lied. He admitted under oath that he lied to the American people to control their behavior. So who are we supposed to believe?
As soon as I heard lockdown, I knew that something was not right in my soul, in my heart. And so I hit the research. And ever since, I've been butting heads with people I love deeply. And it's been a very difficult time.
And the reason why I got so interested in these guys is because These guys are trying to send a statement to all saying, okay, it's time to get together as a community. It's time to tell the government that no, this virus is not as real as what people are saying. I can agree that people are going to say it's a flu. Sure, it may be a flu, but it's not like everybody's going to be dead.
What are you going to do moving forward from here?
I'm going to continue doing what I've been doing since the start of this lockdown, and that's just doing little things to ignore the draconian rules. And that's basically it. So I'm going to continue making my own decisions and saying screw you to the government, levels of government that want to infringe their idiotic policies on me. The last I checked, the Canadian Charter of Human Rights, or whatever it's called, Rights and Freedoms, should hold some water.
There are better ways to take care of yourself. Eating well, exercising. Meditation is a great one because it keeps your mind calm, and when your mind is calm you can think clearer.
I found more like-minded people, so I'm happy for that. I'm happy that there are people that can actually support me and even other people in the same situation, so I'm happy for that too. So it's a positive change.
So the social component is very important to you.
It's important to me that I develop good friendships and that don't feel like I'm surrounded by a whole bunch of enemies. And these people accept the fact that I have ideas to make the world better. They're accepting it. We all talk together on how we can make the whole world better, and I appreciate that.
I think I'm going to take it from a spiritual perspective going forward. I've learned some hard lessons, but spirituality is something that we can't deny. Oh yeah, so I'm writing a song and I'm actually going to the studio to record the vocal on Wednesday. It's called Freedom. I'm hoping that music will be the thing that can bring us all back together.
I can respect people. Like if it concerns a person and they want me to keep distance, I can respect that. I'm somebody that can respect everybody, but at the same time, when something doesn't make sense, it's worth investigating.
Thanks for watching, everybody. It really means a lot to me, and I'll see you in the next one.
Ha 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 ha.